This week, things got pretty wild. A single post over the weekend managed to send some serious shockwaves through the global markets. So let's break down exactly what happened and, more importantly, why.
So what was the trigger for all this volatility? Well, it all goes back to a single post from President Trump over the weekend that frankly seemed to catch everyone completely off guard.
You heard that right. A threat of new tariffs tied to a Greenland takeover. It's a really unexpected geopolitical twist that sent immediate ripples through the financial markets, and we're here to unpack all of the fallout.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with Trump's surprising move, then we'll trace the market's immediate and pretty harsh reaction. After that, we'll see where all the money flowed, get some important context from what's happening in China, and finally look ahead to what's shaping up to be a crucial week for traders.
So what's the big deal here? Well, this threat effectively reopens a trade front between the US and Europe, and that's something that investors, well, they just were not expecting at all.
The market's reaction was fast, and it was decisive. A classic risk-off mood just swept over everything. But what does that actually mean for our portfolios?
To put it simply, it's a flight to safety. Investors get spooked and they start selling assets they see as risky. Think stocks, and they move that money into things they believe will hold their value better. And boy, did we see that happen in real time.
What's really fascinating here is this sea of red in the equity futures. This shows just how widespread the anxiety was even before the main trading day really got going. We saw significant downside pressure right across the board, from the S&P 500 and the Dow all the way to the tech-heavy NASDAQ.
And here's all the proof of that fear we need. This is the VIX, which is often called the market's fear gauge. It jumped nearly 17%. That is a huge move, and a very clear signal that investors are bracing for more turbulence ahead.
So the main takeaway here is pretty simple. According to the Fear and Greed Index, the one emotion that's really driving the market right now is pure, extreme fear. All right, so with investors dumping stocks, where did all that cash actually go? Well, the answer lies in the classic safe havens, and maybe one or two little surprises.
We saw a classic rotation play out. Money just fled from those riskier assets and poured right into traditional safe havens like precious metals and certain stable currencies. It's really a textbook move for uncertain times like these.
Gold, which is, the ultimate safe haven, jumped over 1.7%, pushing it to a brand new record high. This is a classic response to this kind of geopolitical uncertainty.
And silver saw an even bigger jump, surging over 5%. This just reinforces how strong that flight to the safety of precious metals really was.
Now, over in the currency markets, we saw a pretty typical safe haven move, with the Japanese yen strengthening against the dollar. But here's the puzzle. The euro also gained against the dollar, even though Europe was the direct target of the tariff threats. This could be due to some broader dollar weakness, but it's definitely a head-scratcher for traders.
Okay, shifting our focus a bit. This Greenland news didn't happen in a vacuum. There was another major story adding to the global uncertainty, and that was a massive data dump that came out of China.
So the headline number looked okay. China hit its 5% annual GDP target. But when we dig a little deeper, the fourth quarter showed a noticeable slowdown, with growth dipping down to 4.5%. And looking under the hood, the data reveals a pretty mixed and frankly a concerning picture. A slowdown in retail sales and the first ever negative number for fixed asset investment, these things point to some real weakness in China's domestic economy.
So with all this uncertainty swirling around, what should we be watching for next? Well, the week ahead is absolutely packed with crucial events that could really move the market. All eyes are going to be on Davos for President Trump's speech. The entire world will be listening for any clarification on this Greenland tariff threat. On top of that, we're also watching key US inflation data and a major central bank decision coming out of Japan.
So the big question is this just a bunch of political noise that's going to blow over, or are we at the very start of a new trade war? This week's events should give us a much clearer answer.
This video is automatically generated by NotebookLM, an AI-powered tool. The reference sources used in this summary are listed in the video description. As this content is AI-generated, there may be errors in proper names, pronunciation, or unnatural speech. This video does not provide investment or trading advice. Please make investment decisions at your own discretion.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more market explainers.